Wait for some people to get up in here. What's up, y'all? What's going on? What's happening? Smash that like button. Hit that like as y'all come in here and smash that like. What's good? What's popping? Let me know you in the comments. What's good, Danny Berry Sports? What's good? What's good? Like, hit the like button as y'all come in here, man. Make sure y'all smash that like. Let me know that y'all in the comments. Smash that like. What's good, Cottage? What's good? What's good? Salute. Hit that like button. We're gonna get started in a little bit. We got a lot to talk about. On the way to the game. You know what I mean? On the way to the game right now. Warriors and Clippers. We're going to talk about the pregame. I got about an hour and some change to spare before I get to the arena, get to the office. But I need y'all to like this video. I need y'all to hit that like. Por favor. Please smash that like button. We got 6 people in. Let's get these likes up. Baby. I'm going to give it about another minute and we're going to get started. I'm going to let people just get in as they choose to come in as they will. You know what I mean? Get them likes up. See, get these banners ready as we go through each little segment. Oh yeah, if you guys did not check out my video, I dropped this morning about the Christmas Day recap games. Make sure y'all go check that out as well. You know what I'm saying? I have some good insight on that, so make sure y'all go check out that video as well. We got a lot to talk about. Man. We're going to start with the other news before we get into the Clipper business, man, because we got to talk about things around the NBA. All right. So I'll let people get in as they come, but right now, y'all, I'm headed to the game. I got about an hour and some change to spare, so I thought, tapping with y'all, my people. And I want to kind of get into some news around the league that's going on right now, and we're going to get into Clipper business after that. But the first order of business, let me get a drink of water. So we got to talk about first thing is first. We got to talk about this Mike Brown getting fired. If you guys did not know, the Kings coach, Mike Brown, reported by Shams Charania, has been released of his duties after a loss to the Pistons. I believe last night. If it wasn't last night, yeah, it was last night. They lost to the Pistons. So right now it's kind of, a sticky situation in Sacramento where the Kings fired Mike Brown, who was the coach of the year just about 2 seasons ago. Last year they got to the play-in situation, got eliminated in the first round of the playoffs, and then this year they're starting off the year 12-18. Now, I got so many thoughts I want to talk about because first off, I give a shout out to Ticket TV for reporting this. He said that Mike Brown was going to possibly be on the hot seat this morning. I watched this video. Go support Ticket TV's, the biggest guy on, YouTube, these YouTube streets, the granddaddy, the grandfather. He spoke about this morning, saying that Mike Brown's going to possibly be fired. Now, I ain't been watching the Kings like that, but I have been hearing about them. I've been seeing, how they've been doing. I've been looking at the record. I've been looking at their, where they at in the NBA, and they a mess. They're not where they was the last 2 seasons. Last year they were at least in the playoffs. The year before that, they're the 3rd seed. Lost to Golden State in 7 games. Mike Brown was the coach of the year that year. So things were, up at a good height at that point. But now things are a little bit, shaky in Sacramento. So now they just reported Mike Brown just got fired from the Sacramento Kings. So my initial thoughts is, of course, shock, because I didn't think he was going to be fired that quickly. I thought they were going to give him time to, turn around. Remember, this is a playoff team 2 years in a row. They weren't going to figure it out at the brink. But what happened this year? You got DeMar DeRozan came onto the team. Not only DeMar DeRozan came onto the team, but they let go of some key pieces. They let go of Harrison Barnes, who's over in San Antonio, who's playing well with the Spurs, have a better record than the Kings right now. And they have a chance to actually be a play-in team, right? After the Spurs were, been the bottom of the, barrel the last few years. Harrison Barnes is over there in San Antonio balling with Chris Paul and Victor Wembanyama and those young kids over there. You lost Davion Mitchell to Toronto, to the Raptors, right? He's no longer there. He was one of their, best point of attack defenders. They lost him in the offseason as well. And, those are the 2 main pieces you lost, but you brought in DeMar DeRozan, who seems like to me ain't fitting in with what the Kings are trying to do. Now, if you look at the previous last 2 seasons, the Kings have been more of an up and down team. They're all about pace. They're all about getting out and running. If y'all in here, make sure y'all hit that like button and let me know what y'all in the comment section. If you guys look at how the Kings have been the last couple of seasons, they've been up and down in pace. They're a great offensive team. And, they love to, run and gun. They like to, play like the Warriors did. We compared them to the Warriors. Now, they completely changed their offense around with the addition of DeMar DeRozan. Now, DeMar DeRozan, if you watch him play, he's not a transitional player like he used to be. If you watch him, with the Raptors and even a little bit with the Spurs, he was more of a transitional type of player. But as time has went on with him going to the Bulls and now with him to the Kings, he loves that half-court offense. He loves to, stop the ball. He loves, playing in that half-court offense. That's what DeMar DeRozan type of offense is. So now when you have him, De'Aaron Fox, Domantas Sabonis, they've had a hard time getting things together, which is why I don't understand why the Kings just up and fired Mike Brown. So that tells me one of the main players was not happy with how Mike Brown was coaching. And I think the player was Malik Monk. I think Malik Monk has shown his, displeasure in Mike Brown. I think Mike Brown and him have butted heads quite often. And I'm pretty sure that the Kings asked Malik Monk, what you think about him. He gave him his opinion. Now, Malik Monk is not the star of the team. He's a 6th man, but you got to remember Malik Monk is best friends with the star player, De'Aaron Fox. So if Malik got a problem, De'Aaron Fox got a problem. Now, I think him and De'Aaron Fox and Coach Brown have somewhat of a good relationship. But, again, it was like more of a either you or me type of situation. Meaning it's going to be either Malik Monk or, Mike Brown. So, obviously, the Kings chose Mike Brown. Now that's how it usually goes in the NBA. It's not a players league. It's a players league. It's not a coaches league, right? Make sure y'all smash that like button. So here we are. The Kings fire Mike Brown, who's the head coach of the Kings. I think it was, like I said, it was a job done by one of those players. I don't think they really wanted him. They really wanted him to be there anymore. And unfortunately, when you have a coach who's demanding like Mike Brown, who's old school like Mike Brown, and you got a bunch of younger players who feel like, okay, your system isn't, conducive to what we're trying to do, he's going to be the fall guy. Now, again, this guy just won Coach of the Year 2 years ago. He had them in the playoffs last season. They knocked off the Warriors, the team that beat them in the playoffs the year before. They got their revenge in that playing game. They beat the hell out of them to the point where Klay Thompson had to leave because he was so bad. So you did get some type of revenge back from the season previously. But what happened to me, what really messed up their whole situation, they let go of Harrison Barnes. They let go of Davion Mitchell, and they added DeMar DeRozan because the system they played was more up and pace, fast court, up and down, fast paced type of play. But how does Mike Brown get the blame? I don't know. But it just goes to show you, and I'm just gonna sit up here and say it. A lot of black coaches, man, they have a short leash. I mean, look at JJ Redick. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's a first-year coach. I wouldn't even use JJ Redick, but if you look at around the league, they don't really have the opportunity to mess up the way, their white counterparts do. There's no way you can tell me you can fire a coach like Mike Brown, who's really made Sacramento relevant because, remember, De'Aaron Fox, I think that was the first time he ever made the playoffs. He's never made the playoffs until he got Mike Brown on it as a coach. So Sacramento was a bad team anyway. They were at the bottom of the league. Y'all forget Sacramento was not even a playing team. They were just a terrible franchise. They were a team that didn't make the playoffs, I think, for like a number of years. So you bring in Mike Brown, he gets the coach of the year, and he's a third seed. So for him to just cut him like that out of nowhere, and they did on the road, they didn't give the man the decency to wait till he got back to Sacramento to really sit down and give him an honest talk. I thought that was a slap in the face. Like I said, I think somebody didn't want him there. And I'm talking about one of those players. Go through this comment section. Make sure y'all let me know if y'all in here. What's good, Bruce? What's good? Salute. I may drop the link for a little bit, depends. I'm going to the game. I'm actually on my way right now, so I might drop the link for a little bit of time. He said DeRozan is 90s type of player. Yes, he is. He likes to play in the half court, and he's more of a guy that fits in that early 2000s type of offense. He's not really a type of, like, he used to be a great transitional player, great athlete, like to get up and down, but he kind of like changed his game up where he doesn't really play like that. But that move they brought DeRozan in, it wasn't it. If it wasn't it, they should give Mike Brown more time to figure it out. They weren't going to start winning games off the bat. Bruce said if Brown called out Fox post game for bad defense. He said if Brown stays, Fox is not signing the extension. There you go. So it had to be De'Aaron Fox. But I think Malik Monk was connected to that as well because I don't think De'Aaron minds being coached hard. I just think it has to come from somebody that he feels connected with, which I thought him and Mike Brown had a good, connection. But the fact that De'Aaron Fox didn't sign that extension in the offseason, front office like, we got to get rid of the people that we feel like might be a problem with him resigning. Now, what would be a trip is if Mike Brown, they did all this to, get him out this, and this I think what might happen. They're going to probably, Mike Brown's no longer there. They shouldn't have fired him. He's going to stay, and he's going to request a trade. And he's going to go to Houston or a team like that because, I mean, who are you going to replace Mike Brown with? Did you have a plan, or did you just wanted to, pretty much blow it up? Again, Sacramento has been a losing franchise for years. They have not made good decisions. I'm not going to stay because we have a chance to win, right? Salute, Cheyenne. What's good? What's good? On my way to the Clipper game. We got to play the Warriors, about to play y'all. So I'm on my way to the game. I'll be there like in an hour. But, yeah, man, I don't think Mike Brown deserved to be fired. Will he get another job somewhere else? Possibly. He can go back to Golden State as an assistant, but I'm not so sure he wants to do that. He might just go ahead and either take some time off, like Frank Vogel's getting. I'm not sure his contract is still guaranteed. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think Mike Brown signed an extension not too long ago. So if he did, he might just chill on that and just have his money and then he can just be kind of like to himself and kind of, you know, relax and chill, not have to deal with, you know, going to work. Who knows? But let me go to the next subject as y'all come and hit that like button. Jimmy Butler. More Jimmy Butler news. All right. Now, what presumed me to do this video was, you know what I'm saying? Like, I got people who are Miami Heat fans. Shout out to my uncle, Big Tone. Go follow his YouTube page, Big Tone Open Sports Talk. Great content. Miami Heat faithful. Go follow that, man. I love his content over there. He's very hilarious. Honorable cat. All that good stuff, man. I love, you know, Big Tone. Go follow his page. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and put this on so y'all can see for yourself how to actually put a follow on that. Also supports my people. So subscribe. Y'all see on the screen right there. Subscribe to Big Tone Open Sports Talk. Miami Heat faithful, best Miami Heat content creator out there. Keeps it real, keeps it authentic, all that good stuff. And you have a laugh of your lifetime. So, Big Tone has been talking about Jimmy Butler over the last couple weeks. And like myself, I'm a big Jimmy Butler fan. I think Jimmy Butler is one of the best players in the NBA. He's done so much with the teams he done had. Three conference finals appearances, 2 NBA finals appearances with teams he done had is an accomplishment. He's pretty much brought life in the Miami Heat the last 4 or 5 seasons, ever since that bubble. Now, with that being said, there seems to be a little bit of vitriol over in South Beach, where Jimmy Butler, according to sources, which is Shams Charania, is saying that the Miami Heat are looking to possibly move off of Jimmy Butler. Now, immediately after Shams put out that report, here comes Jimmy Butler's agent, Bernard Lee, speaking about saying on Twitter, you know, pretty much blasting Shams and talking about his sources are, you know, whack and they're not real. Shams being who he is, the big senior NBA insider, punched back and said, my sources are legit. You better check yours. And he says Shams, since about the last couple of weeks, he's been reporting on and on, talking about this is a real thing. Jimmy Butler's going to be, you know, he's looking to be traded. Now, as far as Shams goes, his credibility, he is an NBA insider, but I'm not so sure how much I believe when it comes to Shams in every single subject. I've seen him. He works for Clutch Sports. He works for LeBron. He works for that agency. So I've seen some type of stuff where he's trying to, you know, kind of, you know, be a little biased to, you know, Clutch Sports and all that. So you can't take everything you say until it actually happens. So from then until now, you got Pat Riley coming out speaking on saying, like, Jimmy Butler, we're not looking to trade him. And anybody's listening to that nonsense, don't even pay attention to him. So you're talking about Shams. Now, as y'all come here, smash that like button. This offseason, what happened this offseason? Well, the Boston Celtics beat the Miami Heat 4-1 in the first round of the Eastern Conference Finals last year, and did it without Jimmy Butler, who was actually hurt against the Sixers the game before in the play-in situation. Now, it was tough to be a fully healthy Boston Celtics team with no Jimmy Butler on the court, of course, but that didn't stop Jimmy Butler from speaking how he felt, saying that if he was on the court, they would have beat Boston. We've seen it happen twice. We've seen Jimmy Butler beat Boston twice, right? And we've seen also what Jimmy Butler has done with the caliber players he had. The Caleb Martins, the Gabe Vincents, the Tyler Heroes, the Duncan Robinsons, the Max Struces, those type of players, those role players that nobody's ever heard of. They come to Miami and they play behind Jimmy Butler in that culture, which fits him like a glove. He goes over there and they start to get to conference finals appearances and NBA finals appearances with no real superstars. Bam Adebayo, not a superstar. He's a very, very good defensive specialist, and he's an average scorer. As y'all come here, smash that like button. Look at some of these comments. He said, Brown going to be on TV soon, LOL. We got 27 people. Let's get these likes up. Y'all get these likes up. So, back to Jimmy Butler. Now, what I think is going to happen with Jimmy Butler is this. what I think is happening right now is there is a little bit friction between Jimmy Butler and Pat Riley because they're both alpha males. They're both, they have that alpha personality. Jimmy Butler came out and said he felt like they would have won. They would have beat Boston. They went on to beat New York. That rubbed Pat Riley the wrong way, saying, "Hey, if you're not playing on the court, hey, you need to, keep your mouth shut." And I remember that interview too. I was like, "Damn, Jimmy ain't gonna like this." So the fact that happened, he said that out loud, rubbed Jimmy Butler the wrong way, unfortunately, because he's looking at it like, "Look, I have taken this team and brought life back into this team, the last 5 seasons." I'm like, damn, like not only did you call me out in front of the media, you're not even paying me the money that I want to get paid. You remember him and Jimmy Butler's asking for a new deal for the Miami Heat. They're not even giving it to him, right? So it's kind of a gift and a curse where Miami is a team led by Pat Riley, which no one's above the law. I mean, it's the same guy that basically told LeBron to his face that you can just get out and you can go get your shit and leave. And that's why he went back to Cleveland, because he couldn't run how he wanted to run in Miami. So if he was willing to do that to LeBron James, I mean, Pat Riley, you know what it is with Jimmy Butler. But Pat Riley needs to take a step back and appreciate what Jimmy Butler has done, because he's done with no superstars. Look at some of these comments. If y'all in here, smash that like button. So basically, you got to appreciate what Jimmy Butler has done for what he didn't have. And not just that, but playing whatchamacallit. Not just what he's been doing, what he didn't have, but also playing hurt, injured, beating teams like Milwaukee as an AFC last in 2023, Boston 2 separate times, who's been one of the most dominant teams in the Eastern Conference. The New York Knicks, who's an up-and-coming team, you beat them. You beat Philadelphia a couple years ago in 2022 in the playoffs. Pretty much swept them off the court outside of 2 games. So you beat every top-rated team with less star power, led by Jimmy Butler. So I think he has some clout to talk the way he's talking. So you don't want to go over there and talk about, keep your mouth shut, I guess this guy hasn't done what he's done, Pat Riley. Shout out to Hope. What's good, Hope? How you doing? Hope you're doing all right. Hope you're doing good. Shout out to Hope. Make sure y'all give Hope, some love in the, chat in the comments. Beautiful moderator, Mrs. Hope Davidson. The sporting page said, excited for the great Kawhi Leonard to return to game basketball. We're going to talk about that in a minute. But I want to say this about Jimmy Butler. I hope he don't leave Miami. I hope he stays, because he is what their culture needs. He fits it like a glove. But unfortunately, certain things, when you tell a person like Jimmy Butler, you can't take back. So do I think he's actively looking for a team to go to? I think he's monitoring it because of what transpired, because I think it probably bothered him. I mean, from all the stuff that I just named that he had to play through, and then for Pat Riley to kind of just push it to the side and not just, not really support him, I think that rubbed him the wrong way. And not just to mention playing with a heavy heart when his father passed away in the finals, right before the finals started a couple seasons ago. So yeah, it's a lot of, man, it's deep. It's real deep. But you don't trade a guy like Jimmy Butler off your team, right? You ride that wave until, that wave goes, and you got to give him some help. Something else I saw before I actually move on, I heard that the Miami Heat were trying to get, Jimmy Butler was trying to get another piece, and Miami was not going for it. They wanted to get Damian Lillard. They didn't get him. They wanted to get Bradley. Well, Jimmy wanted to get another second piece, another scorer, Bradley Beal. They didn't get him. Paul George didn't get him. DeMar DeRozan didn't get him. They got no other stars or no other person to help Jimmy Butler with the scoring. As much as I love to say that he's about the team and his team effort and team culture, it doesn't hurt to bring in another, solid scorer to help Jimmy Butler with the scoring load. It doesn't hurt, especially if he's asking for it. Quentin Corner said, I had a proposal shit on Adam Osley's show where we offered £1,000 someone else to match salaries to Denver for MPJ. Imagine James, Kawhi, MGP, if I can do it. Now I'm good off of MPJ. I'm good off of him because of the chemistry, and I think MPJ he's just a jump shooter, and I think with his back injury, he's not the same person he was. It's a reason why Denver's looking to possibly get off of him. He's not what he was projected to be, but we got a guy. Norm's averaging 24 points right now. There would be no reason to get rid of MPJ. So I want to talk about tonight's game, of course. I'm gonna probably drop this link. I'm gonna drop the link right now. Let y'all come in here. I got some time to chit chat with y'all for I gotta be at this game. I'm gonna drop this link. All right, there it is, the link right there. He said Jimmy overachieved in Miami, a great tenure there, a successful one. Yeah, he did. He overachieved because you got to remember what was he before he got to Miami? He was a head case. He couldn't listen. He was uncoachable, locker room killer. All that shit went to bed when he went to Miami because Miami's a no nonsense organization, which, like I said, makes no sense to get rid of him. Pat Riley, one of them needs to, I think it needs to be Pat Riley, needs to have a sit down with Jimmy Butler and tell him, hey, we are a family. We've been through a lot. And how can we make it comfortable? Because I'm not so sure what the offer has been to Jimmy Butler to stay. But if he feels like it's been disrespectful, then, he got to go. Because, again, Jimmy Butler, this is going to be his last contract, too. And this is what goes into basketball business. Now, how crazy would that be if Jimmy Butler left Miami to another team was going to pay him more, and the city of the Miami don't even support him when he comes back to return? That's why I tell y'all, bro, I will never, ever, 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 ever get mad at a player for getting more money. I will never do that. That's idiotic. That's stupid. So that takes care of Jimmy Butler. Well, let's go into the Clippers. Let's get into the Clippers right now. The Clippers got the Warriors tonight. Reports is that Steph Curry will not be playing due to knee management. So I'm not so sure if he's even going to be at the arena or is he still back in the Bay, because they only have one game. They head right back to the Bay Area for like a 5-game home stretch. So I'm not so sure if he just stayed back in Golden State or what. But tonight, we got to come out and just, like I said, do the same thing we did the first 2 games. Now with no Steph Curry, we possibly, get overwhelmed with our defense. Now, quiet is kept. Just because Steph is out, don't mean the Warriors ain't gonna come out to play, because now, and that's what I talked about in my last video on Christmas Day, the recap. Now that you done put Steph Curry out for this game, it opens up Jonathan Kuminga, who they're probably gonna end up starting tonight in Steph Curry's place, to be with Andrew Wiggins, Dennis Schroeder, Draymond Green, and Trace Jackson Davis. That's going to probably be the starting 5. Now, that lineup has length. It has athleticism, right? With that 3-4 lineup, 3 to 5. So that might help the Warriors a little bit, not to get exploited on defense. But a game like this is a game where we got to take advantage of Norman Powell and Ivica Zubac in the post again. I think we need to take advantage of that matchup. because I've been seeing some stuff. I'm not so sure if y'all been seeing it too, but one thing I'm seeing that's on the road trip was they're starting to play James Harden more off the ball, especially in that Memphis game. They had Chris Dunn bring up the ball every single time, which I think is a good idea. It's smart. But again, now I want to see how James Harden reacts to playing off the ball. I want to see what he looks like playing off the ball. I want to see how he looks like catching and shooting. I want to see what he looks like catching and attacking. I want to see what he looks like moving and swinging the ball. Right? That's why I want to see James Harden, what he's going to be looking like. But this is a game where it's going to be meant on defense, and it's going to be based off of how we exploit that paint, because that's how we usually beat Golden State in the interior, right? We look at some of these comments. He said, "I'm sure you mentioned it by now, but how's the new arena?" Oh man, it's state of the art. It's state of the art, man. Got everything that you need. Like, the food is great. It's fantastic. They got a big ass sport basketball court outside. The practice facility, the locker rooms, the media room, everything is dope in there, bro. It's definitely a great place to come. You guys, if y'all ever out here in LA, y'all gotta make sure y'all come out and tap in out here. Let's see. He said, Cheyenne said, "I'll never understand Steve Kerr's love for Krasinski. Kerr plays him 25 minutes and he drops triple singles." Yeah, I'm not big on pods. Pods is like that. Is like that player that he's just a system player. He's a system player. That's why Steve Kerr plays him. That's the reason why he plays Pods. He ain't got to average a lot of points. I played with a guy just like Pods in college. His name was Casey Healy, Caucasian cat. Couldn't do shit. He couldn't score the ball past 7 points, 5 to 7 points. He wasn't athletic. He wasn't a great defender. He wasn't a good ball handler. He was about 6'5". He had good length, but he did nothing spectacular. He did everything just basic, right? One thing he could do, though, he could, pass the ball, and he could, move the ball around and be in the correct spot, and, make the extra, like, he can do all that stuff, but he couldn't really move the needle. And then when somebody looks at that and looks at him on the court, I'm like, why is he on the court? Look at the stat sheet, like, this man got, like, fucking 3 points, 1 rebound, 0 steals, 0 blocks, and 2 assists. I'm like, why is he on the court? He's been played like 25 minutes. So if y'all want to know why Steve Kerr plays Krasinski, it's because of that. He plays him because he plays in their system, right? And he kind of reminds him, of himself. That's the reason why he plays Pods over, Moses Moody and stuff like that. I don't agree with it, but that's the reason why, if y'all want to know. He said the atmosphere looks incredible on television. Yeah, it is. It's definitely incredible. It's something where you got to come and see it for yourself. You got to see it for yourself. Y'all around in LA, make that on your bucket list. Come out to the Intuit Dome. Much better than the Crypto. The Crypto is, that's so dead over there. Intuit is where it's at. That's where it's at. Got 28 people. Y'all want to come here, chat it up, man. I got some time. I'm just on the 5 right now. It's on the Interstate 5. See. See. Cheyenne, you been over there on my boy Who Is Hendo's channel, huh? Go follow my boy Who Is Hendo. Go follow my dog, who's a real Warrior fan and a Piston fan, but he's more importantly a basketball guy. Played the game, understands the scheming, understands how the history, understands all that. You know what I'm saying? I can listen to cats like that. right? If you know basketball history and you know the game and you can explain it to me, I'll listen to you, even if I don't even like the team. I like content creators who actually can make sense when they speak. I don't like, you know, I don't like niggas that don't know what they saying and just be talking out their ass. I don't like that. But I appreciate the real ones. I really do. Bruce, what's good, my brother?
What's up, man? You looking like James Bond, the black James Bond.
You like it?
Yeah, man. Here you go. Looking sharp.
Thanks, my brother. What you
Yeah.
what you got about everything we've been talking about?
Um, you basically said everything. I don't have much to add. Um, I think the owner of the Kings, he really thinks that he's been trying for years to make uh, Sacramento like Golden State. So I'm sure the next coach could be a Golden State former coach. So they made a mistake. They let a lot of defenders go. Davion Mitchell, Harrison Barnes is not a scorer, but he's a better defender than DeRozan. Um, so I don't know the owner. I don't know if they sign DeRozan just because of his name. It's like, okay, former All-Star, let's just have him, and then now we're gonna have a super team. So at this point, DeRozan is not really the same player anymore. So I don't know why they fired Matt Brown. It's not his fault. Um, Clippers should win tonight because I heard Draymond Green is not playing too. So I mean, so
Mm.
we'll see. I mean, some teams they have let down when they know that the main players are not playing. They just
So basically, took the night off.
yeah. Yeah. So
Yeah.
you could see Kuminga try to. He's passive when Curry is playing with him. So we'll see.
What you
And
think about Jimmy Butler?
Jimmy Butler, I think Jimmy Butler has an ego. Some players have egos, especially when they achieve something, when they think that they help you get to somewhere, and then you're not showing gratitude. And sorry, um, I think Jimmy Butler wants to leave. Me personally, I think he wants to leave, but he just doesn't want the people to know that he wants to leave like that. That's why the agent is trying to do his job. Like if the trades don't work, Jimmy Butler can still stay. And I think Pat Riley is lying. I think Jimmy Butler's agent is lying. Both sides are lying. Pat Riley is the same guy who fired Van Gundy the middle of the season and said, "Oh," and then Van Gundy said, "Oh, I have to go spend time with my family." Pat Riley is the same guy who left in the middle of the night, left the Knicks in the middle of the night. So I think Jimmy Butler could leave, could be traded. So
Where you think? Where you think he can go?
Warriors fans I've seen Warriors uh, channels and Warriors fans, they want Jimmy Butler, especially after the last game, where uh, Reeves beat Wiggins to the basket. So um,
That was
I
wild.
think he could go to the Warriors or the Suns, like he requested. I don't think he wants to go to a rebuilding team or whatever. And maybe Miami doesn't want to send them to a team where he can win championship and then they're not gonna win. So,
Uh, yeah, I'd like to see him go to Houston. What you think about Houston?
Is Dylan Brooks gonna still be in the roster? I mean,
Yeah,
if I have
so
Jimmy Butler, why do I need Dylan Brooks?
yeah, unless he come off the bench.
If he goes to Houston, I mean that would be great because Houston, they need they need like a couple of years ago you were saying that Clippers needed a dog or somebody like that.
Yeah,
I think I think Dylan Brooks was the. That's probably why Rockets signed him. I don't think he's the right one. I think Jimmy Butler will put them. He'll be that veteran presence. They will learn how to play basketball. There's a lot of players. They're young. They don't know how to play basketball. They don't get it yet. And then when they get it, and that's when their team is scary. I think Houston, some of those players like Jabari Smith, Sedum, they don't know how to play basketball yet.
yeah, yeah. I think so too. I think they'll let go of Jalen Green and just put Jimmy Butler there.
Yes, Jalen Green. I don't think he plays winning basketball.
Yeah, yeah. And I think Ime Udoka would love a guy like Jimmy Butler.
Yes, because they have the same type of I don't care attitude, same type of player, mindset, mentality.
Right.
So if Houston gets Jimmy Butler, watch out.
Yeah.
And especially he's at home. I think he was born in Houston.
Mm.
So if he goes to Houston, oh man, that'll be great. That'll be great for Houston. But I don't know which player Miami wants. I mean, I don't think Jalen Green is the Miami Heat type player.
Yep. What do you think of the? What do you think of the Christmas Day games?
I mean, they're all right, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm tired of seeing Wemby shooting all those threes. You know, uh, I couldn't care about Wolves and Mavericks with, especially with Luka got hurt.
Yeah.
Um, Denver showed me that they're gonna lose, man. They could lose in the first round to me. I think they're gonna make a trade. Um, Golden State is in trouble, 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 trouble. I think they're gonna make a trade too. So I mean, it was fun to watch the Lakers and the Warriors and the Nuggets and the Nuggets and the Suns, but I don't think any of those teams gonna win a championship. The Sixers, I don't know. Sixers, Celtics, I don't know, man. To me, Celtics are puzzling me. Shooting all those threes, I don't think that's gonna win again this year.
It ain't. It's not. But who you got coming out the East?
I had the Sixers at the beginning of the season, but I'm gonna pick Donovan Mitchell and the Cavaliers.
You said who?
The Cavaliers of Donovan Mitchell.
Wow. The Cavs?
Yep.
Hey. Wow. That's crazy, Bruce.
Hey, I'm fair. I'm fair.
Yeah, they
Right
do
now,
look good.
I'm picking the Cavaliers because they are on a mission. Even Mobley is playing better to me, you know, and Donovan Mitchell is more a leader this season. It's like they have something to prove. I hope they play better, even better after the All Star break. That's when you know which team is gonna be great.
Yeah, I mean, what Cleveland's still number one in the East?
Yeah. Hey,
Yeah,
I think Maxi is the best Sixer player right now.
yeah, yeah. I'll
I
say so.
mean, I'm sorry, it's not Embiid. It's Maxi, the best player on the team.
Uh, he's not the best, but he's playing like it. He's definitely playing like it. Cause I just look at it more like, okay, who's better when healthy?
Embiid.
That's why I give it to him.
Yeah, but he's not playing the best, so that's why I'm saying Maxi is the best player.
Yeah, yeah. Maxi, what he did on Christmas Day was big. That was a big game. He uh he actually led the team with Embiid and PG on the bench. So
So when Embiid was yelling at the referee, do you think that was good? I mean,
say it
I do
again.
not agree with the referee, but that it looks like me crazy. It's crazy to me.
Yeah, he was overdoing it.
Especially it's a woman. Man, I was scared. I thought he was gonna hit her.
It looked like he wanted to get thrown out. If you want to be honest.
Yeah, being dramatic. Hey, you know a team that I think that could sneak if they get another big, I think the Knicks could could uh, could beat the Cavs if they get another big.
Yeah, I don't. I think the Knicks. I think they can beat the Cavs, but I think the Cavs are. I don't know, man. I'm not so sure about that Karl Anthony Towns and Jalen Brunson duo.
Mm.
I don't know.
I said it was a regular season team because I do not like Carl Anthony Towns shooting all those threes. If he could dominate in the post more, and OG Anunoby doesn't get hurt, he's always hurt. I think they could win the East.
Yeah, it'll be there. I look at it's gonna be four teams: Cleveland, Philadelphia, New York, and Boston. Those are the four teams. I don't believe in Orlando. I used to one point. I don't believe in them no more. Uh, Miami, they're in shreds with Jimmy Butler. Milwaukee. What you think about Milwaukee?
First round exit.
First round exit.
Yeah,
Yeah. Why you think that?
I don't trust Dame Lillard. Uh, I think Middleton, and I don't trust their bench.
Yeah. I don't know, Bruce. They starting to play better.
Okay, they have that Caucasian guy shooting all those things. I mean, he's all right, but his defense is terrible. So that Andre Jackson, what's his name, on the bench, he has a good defense.
You said what?
That Jackson kid from the bench, he's a good defender.
Jackson. For what team?
Andrew Jackson Jr. or something like that. He was locked in the finals of the NBA Emirates. He was defending SGA really really well.
Oh, why? I don't know. I don't know who that one is. You say he was defending who?
SGA really well. Remember in the finals of the
Oh,
uh
on the Mavericks?
no, on the Bucks. In the finals of the Emirates Cup.
Bucks.
You didn't
On the
watch?
Bucks, he was
You did,
defending his.
yeah, he's from the bench. He's Andrew Jackson Jr. Something like that. I think that's his name. He had the afro.
I don't remember him, Bruce.
Okay.
My bad. I don't remember him.
Maybe I said his name incorrectly, so. But he was defending SGA really well, and SGA shot all those threes. I think he was 5 for 25 or 5 for 24.
Uh, I have to look that back up. Salute the realists. Man, we should definitely win this game tonight.
You should. If you don't win, I don't know. So Kawhi is gonna be there. He's gonna be back next year. Like I said.
Yeah, you was on money with that one. You was on the money with that one. You said you was the
Yeah.
only one said that shit too.
Mm. Okay,
You was
but
the only one
I
that
hope
said
I
that.
hope it's not after All-Star break because I feel like that's what's gonna happen. But I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, he got to practice a few more practices before he gets back out there. So, man, LA traffic ain't no joke.
Yeah, that's why I got out of there.
Man, they have you sitting in one spot. I'm lucky I dodged all that.
I remember I was there for like 2 3 hours, a couple times. I was like, yeah, I'm not staying there. That's when gas was $5.
What was you on the 5?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was stuck on the 405 like 2 3 hours. I was like every day. I was like, yeah, I'm not staying there. No.
Yeah, that shit ain't it.
Everybody thinks that they're gonna be movie star or producer.
Yeah, that shit ain't it, man.
Yeah, but San Diego, ooh, I love that city.
Yeah, San Diego, cool. San Diego's like what you want to get from in LA.
I understand why Kawhi loves that San Diego. I understand.
Yeah, Kawhi still got his house out in San Diego too.
Yeah, I understand. Do you think Norman Powell will be an All-Star?
Do I think what?
Do you think Norman Powell will make the All-Star team?
I don't know. It's going to depend on this upcoming month
I
because
don't
they
think
don't have
James
a
Harden.
big
I
name.
don't think James Harden is making it.
Oh no, Harden ain't making it. He's not making it. Powell is not gonna make it because he ain't got the name.
Yep.
He ain't got the name. That's why. Does he deserve it? Yeah. Will he make it? I don't
Nope.
know.
I don't think he's making. Like I said, I still believe that the West is wide open.
You believe in the what?
I still believe that the West is wide open.
Wide open. Wide open. But hey, bros, I'm about to pull up.
All right, man. Have a nice
I'm hit you up. I'm hit you up
game.
later.
All right.
I'm hit you up later. All right, y'all. I appreciate y'all coming in. Appreciate the love and support. I'm about to pull up at the Intuit Dome in a minute. Get ready for the game. Get all my shit together. Get something to eat. In the media room, in the dining room they got downstairs. I'm about to get some grill on. So I'm hungry as hell. I'll tap in with y'all later. Until next time, pull up a seat, pull up a chair, put a lot. Peace. Out of here like swimwear.